guys, I just wanted to quickly review the Submission Master. I live in Dillon, Colorado. I'm not sure what the population is. It's a very small place. It's a touristy place, but it's seasonal. There's no gyms here. We're at 9,200 feet. Before last year, I was in a place where there was quite a bit of jiu-jitsu, and in order to keep my jiu-jitsu going without completely giving up, I bought a grappling dummy. I do go down to Denver occasionally, but it's just not practical to drive that far in the snow and just to train. So I bought this guy. The reason for the review is before I bought the dummy, I would research. It's $600. It's $500 and then $95 for shipping, or 3 payments of $207, I believe, which is the way I went, because they offer a guarantee. If you don't like it, you can send it back, get your money back. So I think you pay for shipping though. I'm 6'2", getting into the dummy. I'm 6'2", 6'3", and I'm postured in a normal stance right now in what would be someone's guard. And he is my size. I believe he's 90 pounds or 95 pounds is what the box weight said. He's in 2 pieces, and you put them together, and then he ties in the back. Seems a little weird, but I've only had to tie it. I was a little skeptical at first. A dummy you tie together, but it does fit nice. Then you just tuck the drawstring in. It's got a little pouch. And then you put a rash guard on it for a couple reasons. A, so you're not getting tangled up in the shoelace type material, the rope, and the guy's hard. Like a lot of reviews say, that the things I've read, that can't grapple with him for a long time, and in terms of just getting beating yourself up. He's made out of, I don't know what the material is, but it's just like a brand new heavy bag. He's as hard as a brand new heavy bag, that's for sure. So I do recommend a gi. An A3 barely fits on him. I actually ripped some A3 pants at one point trying to get them on the guy. Certain ones will fit. I would say like an A3 or a 4 top, and just go 5s. He's real, in order I guess to posture, he's real wide in the butt. Going back to the other reviews that I've seen, I think the majority of the reviews are just people choking it and arm barring it. And of course you can choke it, you can arm bar it. I think initially a lot of the questions I had were guard work. I play on my back quite a bit. It's okay in guard. I wouldn't say one of the worst qualities. It's just it's almost like a brand new guy. Like a new guy will collapse on you when he doesn't need to, or almost sweep himself. That's what the grappling dummy will do. But it's not so bad because you learn to use your feet more to control, and your hands, so your grips are important. So we'll go into how, I guess I'll go into how this thing has benefited me. So you can, I'll just go ahead and show guard work. You can sweep it. It's great for setting up chokes with a person. A lot of times you set your choke, especially in the newer years, and you're just really unsure of it. But the second you guess about your choke, the guy knows what you're doing. But at least here, I am starting to hit chokes when I do get to roll a little bit more. I think it's just because I'm setting my grips sooner. We could do it like a basic sweep. I'll show the butterfly sweep because this thing is actually perfect for that. When I butterfly sweep, I like to grab all the way as deep as the lat and put my ear inside so I don't get choked. And I'll show it. It's actually perfect on this dummy. Sometimes you have to cheat it and open its legs, whatever. So we'll come in, we'll hook, sit in as far as we can, and where I actually end up grabbing for the butterfly sweep, you have to almost put your foot in actually. Head against its chest here. You can go ahead and sit sideways, not backwards, obviously. When the knee comes up, you have the sweep. Where the realism comes in is that in order to posture, the legs are tight naturally on this dummy, where your foot doesn't always come out so easy. You can try to point them north-south and get it out, but you might as well work one of your escapes, sit all the way through. You can kick, whatever you like to do. Regarding side control, there's goods and there's bads. It doesn't naturally T-Rex its arms and get them in tight. But that's not so bad either, because then when it goes to turtle, these arms will keep it up. And I can show that in a second. In terms of drills, you can do 1,000,000 drills. One of my faves, side control, just knock out 10 on whatever side. It's great for that. Your training partner's not going to let you do a circuit on them. You can do a circuit on these guys. I have limited space here. When it's in the gym, it gets used in circuits almost every time. The Hinter and here on Gracie, I believe they put out a challenge at one point. They did like an armbar challenge, and it's great. I haven't submitted anything like that, but the challenge was you just sit on top from mount and do armbars for like 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever it was, and you count. I mean, that's exhausting. Once again, it's something that you could do on this guy, not on a person. Positions that it won't do, it'll turtle, mount, guard, back, all that's good. Implementing your deep half guard on it doesn't really work, but as you saw a second ago, it will pinch your knee or your ankle and put you in almost a deep half situation, or at least a half guard situation. So it's good for almost every position. The things that I've gotten out of it are mainly transitional stuff, like dummy turns for whatever reason. Instead of just scooping, taking its back, sitting across my butt, it's now here. I sit up, open, and that's really paid off in training. In terms of turtle, you can work your darce. You can actually sink a hook and do a lot of Eddie Bravos, like Twister. I have I would say upwards of 10 instructionals, and I go through them. And almost every single instructional you can do on this guy, except for the deep half. But yeah, you can sink a hook, pull him back, truck him, take his back, berimbolo a little bit. Once he's on his hip, you can go for your roll, whether it's back up to mount or to the back, it'll do all that. It's posturing relatively easy on his own. I can sink my hooks. I don't ground and pound. It won't stand for takedowns. But sweeps, turtle, sinking your darce, it's all where the hands go, or would go on a person. This thing is remarkable in terms of where your hands would go on a person. I found my grips to be a lot better when grappling in my transition, so I think it's a good buy for the right person. I don't think it's you're going to spend. You have to have a rash guard on it. You have to. I mean, you should. If not, you're not going to grapple with it long. It's like grappling on the carpet. So I would invest. I think these mats cost 150 bucks. Just through Target, puzzle mats. You're going to immediately sacrifice one of your gis. But as a jiu-jitsu guy, it's worth it. It's been worth it to me, but then again, I'm kind of stuck in terms of training. So I hope that someone can benefit from that and evaluating their purchase. I'd like to see it at a Bubba. I'd like to see someone go through a review of the Bubba, because I've heard that's the best for guard passing. But yeah, so once again, the drills are endless. If you're thinking about buying it, I would do the 3-month thing and then try it out for a month. You're probably gonna like it right away, just because it puts up with your pressure. So cool.